when you first took the role on Seinfeld, you didn't know you were playing Larry David.
No.
So you kind of played it like Woody Allen.
Yeah.
And you did that for a while, and then you realized, hey, I'm playing Larry David, aren't I?
Well, we ran into an early episode where nothing made sense to me. The situation seemed ludicrous.
On Seinfeld?
On Seinfeld.
Which situation was it?
I wish I could remember the episode, because it was in the first 8, 9, 10 of them. But I remember we did the table read, and I went to Larry and said, Larry, please help me. This would never happen to anybody, but if it did, no one on the planet would react like this. And he said, oh, what are you talking about? This happened to me. This is exactly what I did. and I went, oh, wow. And then the bells went off. I went, oh,
that's who I am.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And then I just started really observing him and trying to pull as much of him into me as I could.
You were aggressive about getting that part. You actually mailed them an audition or something, didn't you?
No, is that what you heard?
I heard that
I
heard that you got your audition by mailing them, or
no, not at all. No. I knew nothing about it. They had apparently seen a lot of people in L.A., and there was nobody that...
I have the list of people they had seen.
I've heard some.
Want to hear what I have? Tell me if any of these you've heard.
Yeah.
Larry Miller, excellent comedian.
I went to network against Larry Miller.
Brad Hall, who was on Saturday Night Live.
Did not know that.
David Alan Grier.
I did know that.
Okay. Nathan Lane.
I did know that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And Steve Buscemi.
Wow.
Buscemi, I'd heard. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. They reportedly all auditioned for the role of George.
There are more. Paul Schaefer.
Oh, you're no kidding.
Paul Schaefer. Danny DeVito was offered it at one point.
Wow.
Chris Rock was offered it at one point.
Wow.
But, for whatever reason, they didn't take it.
Why do you think they didn't take it? I think a lot of people didn't think Seinfeld was going to be a big hit. In fact, it wasn't at first.
You're so right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that they didn't think it was a hit. I think in the case of Danny, he probably didn't want to be... His career, when we started Seinfeld, would have been at its apex, so he probably didn't want to do a sidekick role.
Right.
Why Chris wouldn't do it, I don't know. Maybe it didn't get to an offer stage. I don't know.
Right.
But so they had seen all these people, and they couldn't quite find it, so they called a casting director and said, just put some theater actors on tape.
Right.
And all I had was a couple of pages of the script, which read like a Woody Allen film. I had no context for it. So.
Yeah.
Hence, I did the glasses, and I did, as blatant to Woody Allen as I could do.
Is that how you did the audition?
I swear to God, I did Woody Allen.
I can't even believe
with the stuttering and the, didactic and I said, I'll never see it again. I made the tape, and I went, that was just an exercise in nothing. And a couple weeks later, got a call from NBC. Yes, please, we'd love to fly you out and screen test you with Jerry.
Aren't you amazed by that story in the sense that no one auditions by doing Woody Allen impression? It's like, it seems like a really dumb approach now that we know the show.
Well, the truth was nobody from New York ever got a TV gig that way. You're not meeting the producers. You're not meeting the star. You're not meeting... So it's so abstract. You have no leg up. You can't get a job that way, which is why I kind of went...
I'll just throw this out there.
I mean, I'll take a shot at something.
You're doing the pages in a room by yourself, and you're like, here I am. I can't even believe I'm on a show.
Jerry, it's signals, Jerry, signals.